In this vlog I would like to cover exactly two things, and while first is my getting to the university to study French, the second is my getting the new tattoo. So let's start from French, shall we? Because you're probably like, Jennifer, weren't you supposed to study Italian at the university? What's that you saying? And I'm like, yeah, but things have changed. And here, let me start from the very beginning. It all has started 5th of July 2015. What is the day when my parents realized I haven't applied to any university? I haven't done that because at that time I was in a really bad mental state and I was not able to make that decision of what is that I would like to do in the future. They were honestly livid with me and they checked every university that we have in Warsaw so that they can apply to the university for me. And well, the thing is that 4th of July was the time where every single registration is terminated. Every single one except for the one at the university that we eventually applied for. Because it turned out that at Oxford, what we called that university, it's not Oxford, it's Oxford, that on this university the registrations were open till 5th of July and not till 4th of July. So my parents checked the list of all the faculties, all the fields, everything that you can study at the university, and they decided that the only thing that I can possibly study at that university is Italian. Because it was a Catholic university, so like a lot of things were associated with Catholicism. So Italian was honestly the only thing suiting me, as I already have studied like many languages, so you know, I was maybe somehow in the topic of that. And so I applied to that Italian, but the funny thing is that I actually got accepted to it. So you know, October 2015, I was a student at the university studying Italian. Other thing is that I quit it 3 months after that. Because it was none of my thing and it was completely far from home. Like it was 2.5 hours to get from my house to the university one way. That was sick. Doing that every day? No thank you. But vacations 2016. The story repeats herself because I had to apply to the university again. I mean, I had to do something with my life and I had no idea what is the job that I may be doing, so I had to go to the university to do anything at all with me. And so I applied to other university, to University of Warsaw. It's the most famous Polish university. Anywho, I figured out I am hopeless in anything that isn't a language, and that languages is the only actual thing that I can study. So I applied for French, I applied for Japanese, and I applied for Italian. I was also thinking of English and Spanish, but I got absolutely no possibility of getting to any of those because I just didn't got enough points for any of them, so it was no point applying to them. About the Japanese is because I traveled to Japan 4 years ago and I really loved it. The Italian, because surprisingly I got quite enough points and I thought, why not? Why not? I already know something of the language, so I could eventually continue studying that, as the university is much closer to my house and it will not be that much of a problem. And then we got French, and I wanted to study French since I was 7, what is where we were in France for the first time. Like, it was my first trip abroad. I absolutely fell in love with Paris, and you know, 13 years passed since that time and I've done basically nothing in the direction of studying French. You know what I actually accomplished during this time, this 13 years, is I absolutely fell in love with French music, with French films, and with the country and with the language, how it sounds so beautiful. And so somewhere at the end of July I got an information that I have been accepted to the university to study Italian again. My initial thought was that is a destiny. Because first, it kind of happened that I applied to the university in 2015 for Italian and got accepted at it, and even if I quit it, I applied to Italian in 2016 again and got accepted at Italian again. So my first thought was destiny. What doesn't change the fact that I was not content with it, because I just got nothing in common with Italian. Like, I know the people are lovely and the places are lovely and it's all lovely, but I don't find it interesting, you know? I just don't. I just hasn't fell in love with this culture, with these people, with the country. But what I really have dedicated my heart to is United Kingdom and France. Two places I love. So I was glad I got accepted at all and I have something to do with my life, but I was not really happy about that. And so here we have today, what is when a nice lady called me on the phone asking, "Hello, is that Jennifer?" And so I said, "Yes, I am." And so the nice lady said, "I am calling you because you were shortlisted to French studies at the University of Warsaw, and we just got one access place and you were at the very first place on the shortlist. So I just wanted to ask whether you would like to study French in our university." And I'm like, the opportunity knocks on my door, so I'm going to agree. Because I honestly dreamed of studying French, I love the culture, and this is a dream. And for the first time, I'm actually glad to go to the university. I will be a student at the University of French Studies. French Studies, I meant. I think this Italian actually was a destiny, and then we drove to Italy for like little holidays last week, and something must have happened in that Italy, and my destiny thought, no, Italian isn't good, we must take the other way, because this is somehow not good. Something must have happened in Italy that made my destiny think, no, this is not actually what I planned for Jennifer. I think so. And so the destiny has opened another door for me, the door of France. I think destiny decided to be back onto that way because, I always loved France, so it was kind of a destiny for me, kind of a goal, and destiny thought, let's do it for her, let's do it for Jennifer, she always loved that, she always wanted that. So the destiny made someone quit the French at the university so that I can get a place in there and study it and be happy and don't have to study Italian. That is what I think. I do believe in destiny. I know you may judge it, but I do not care. So that is about that, about my French university update. And so we've came to the second affair of this vlog, which is my getting the new tattoo. What tattoo that might be, you may ask? Well, that will be the Deathly Hallows tattoo that I longed for so long, honestly. And it was not until last week that I finally made up my mind about where is that I want my tattoo to be. And it was actually a destiny, I think. Destiny again, because we were strolling through Rome when I saw that girl with a tattoo on her arm, and I just thought, oh my god, that is a perfect place to have a tattoo done, especially my Deathly Hallows tattoo. Like, this is the most perfect place for that tattoo for me. And here is the photo of that girl. I took it. I'm sorry, I hope nobody will sue me for that, but that girl is an inspiration, so thanks to her. And so I got new permanent ink finally done on my body, and these are some beautiful close-ups. To encourage you to thumbs this video up if you liked it and stalk me by clicking the subscribe button. Adios!